Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaur Bhakta Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Kakaroti Vachalam Pamulam Vetigirim Yatkupatam Bande Shikurum Dina Tarine. Hare Krishna. So today we'll see verse number 7. So from this verse, Krishna explains about the demonic qualities. Yeah, he has explained about divine from 1 to 3. Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha
Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha
janana vidur asuraha
Jnanana vidur asuraha
na shaucham na pichacharo
na socham na pichacharo
na satyam teshu vidyate.
na satyam te suvidyate.
Okay, please chant.
Pravrittim cha nivrittim cha Janana vidur asuraha na shaucham na pichacharo na satyam te suvidyate.
प्रवृत्तिं च निवृत्तिं च जनः न विदुरासुरः न शौचं न पिशाचारो न सत्यं तेषु विद्यते.
So translation and purport. Those who are demonic do not know what is to be done, what is not to be done. Neither cleanliness, not proper behavior, nor truth is found in them. Purport. In every civilized human society, there is some set of spiritual rules and regulations which are followed from beginning, especially among the Aryans who adopt the Vedic civilization and who are known as most advanced civilized people. Those who do not follow scripture instructions are supposed to be demons. Therefore, it is stated here that demons do not know scriptural rules, nor do they have any inclination to follow them. Most of them do not know them, and even if some of them know, they have not the tendency to follow them. They have no faith, nor they are willing to act in terms of Vedic injunction. The demons are not clean, either externally or internally. One should always be careful to keep his body clean by bathing, brushing teeth, shaving, changing clothes, etc. As far as internal cleanliness is concerned, one should always remember the holy name of God and chant Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. The demons neither like or follow all these rules for external and internal cleanliness. As for behavior, there are many rules and regulations guiding human behavior, such as the Manu Samhita, which is the law of human race. Even up to today, those who are Hindu follow Manu Samhita, laws of inheritance and other legalities are derived from this book. Now in Manu Samhita, it is clearly stated that women should not be given freedom. That does not mean that women are kept as slaves, but they are like children. Children are not given freedom, but that does not mean that they are kept as slaves. The demons have now neglected such injunctions and they think the woman should be given as much freedom as men. However, this has not improved the social condition of the world. Actually, a woman should be given protection at every stage of life. She should be given protection by father in younger days, by husband in the youth, and by grown-up sons in her old age. This proper social behavior according to Manu Samhita. But modern education has artificially devised a perfect concept of womanly life, and therefore marriage is practically now an imagination in human society. The social condition of woman is thus not very good now, although those who are married are in better condition than those who are proclaiming their so-called freedom. The demons therefore do not accept any instruction from which is good for society because they do not follow the experience of great sages, the rules and regulations laid down by sages. The social condition of demonic people is very miserable. So this is the beginning, like Krishna started explaining about the how the demons live, or the people with demonic mentality, they live, how they behave, how is their appearance. So not cleanliness. I think cleanliness from our common sense also is very much necessary, and any person who is very clean, everybody is respected. But uncleanliness is not respected in any society. like every society expects you to be clean. And here Krishna says that Shaucham, cleanliness, uncleanliness is a quality of demonic nature. It's very, very practical statement. And then pravrittim and nivrittim. So acting according to the dharma or the scriptures. See, all the religions or all the societies which are established for this spiritual practice or realizations, they have basic rules how everyone should behave, how everyone should act, what should be the relationship, how should the interaction should be. So everyone keeps the rules for their society. Even in our house also, we have rules. In the house also, we cannot do anything we want. Everybody has to follow certain rules. So everywhere there are rules for proper behavior. So similarly in scriptures, there are rules for behavior so that overall society's peace and chastity is maintained, and the society does not degrade completely. So here is Srila Prabhupada writes about women, but we have to remember when Srila Prabhupada wrote this commentary or purports, it was 1970s. In the 1970s, how the society situation was, based on that, Srila Prabhupada has written the purport. So acharyas, when they write the purports or commentaries, they basically follow what is the situation of the society and what is good for the society or what can be done so that the society becomes a better place to live and also a safer place for everyone. So we have to look from the commentaries of different acharyas from the time they have written the time and the social situation they have written the commentary. So the commentary written by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in 1900s or is different from what is written in 1970. Different in case the principle remains the same, the rules remain the same, but the examples that acharyas will use, the practical examples, that may vary because the social situation. So one of the duty or one of the responsibility of the sages or great scholars or devotees is to give proper guidance to the society for social living also. So Srila Prabhupada's commentary was in 1970s. So at that time in US and other countries, the culture was very different. And most of the hippie culture was in prominence, and the mentality of the people, including men and women, was very different. And if you want to establish a society where everybody can be accommodated, like men, women, old people, young people, any from any country, if you have to establish such a society, there should be proper rules, and that type of atmosphere should be created. And if you want to do bhakti, then all this is very important because the examples are set by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, how to be a proper Vaishnava. And Srila Prabhupada, right from the beginning, has set up these rules, and he requested everyone to follow these rules because this is for the benefit. So we should do the activities which are conducive to our development of bhakti. But if the bhakti is suffering, those rules will should be avoided. That is the basic instruction by Srila Rupa Goswami in Nectar of Instruction. Right? So activities which are not favorable for bhakti should be avoided. So one of that activity is control of mind and senses. So when we say senses, it includes eyes, ear, tongue, nose, genitals, everything. So the more you are controlled in the senses, the more your inclination is towards the bhakti. So Krishna also explains in chapter 6, like Jnana Yoga and Ashtanga Yoga, it's a control of senses is important. You cannot keep the senses free, because otherwise they drive you. So Srila Prabhupada's commentary is from all these angles. So there is not mean that it's not like that Srila Prabhupada is mentioning about women, but the same rule applies to men also. They cannot do whatever they want. Srila Prabhupada was also strict on behavior of everyone in the society. He didn't allow men or the gents also to do whatever, whenever they want. No, the rules were more strict for them, because of the tendency of that time in 1970s. The tendency of people was to exploit others, and to control that mentality, Srila Prabhupada also kept very strict rule on the gents who joined the movement. And he was at times very heavy if they don't follow these rules, because he had to set an example for everyone, so that whoever joins this society, not only that time but now also, they feel safe. And that high standard of expectation was set by Srila Prabhupada. So in certain commentaries, we see that Srila Prabhupada writes these statements about men and women, but we have to take it from a correct angle. It was not that Srila Prabhupada was against anything for women. I can see that Srila Prabhupada has given equal rights to when men and women. They can do cooking for the Lord, they can do deity worship, they can do preaching, they can do kirtan, they can lead kirtan, everything same. So Srila Prabhupada was in fact criticized that he has given freedom to everyone in the movement, to all the activities. So he was very liberal in giving the opportunities and encouraging, irrespective if you are man or woman, he encouraged everyone to do bhakti. So Srila Prabhupada was actually very liberal in that sense. But when that comes to rules and principles, he was very strict. And we can see in this chapter, like why he was strict and why he uh, uh, made it made it sure that everyone follows that when he is there, and the same are passed on to the next generation. Because these qualities of not having cleanliness and not having good behavior uh, is a demonic quality, and that will actually impact the bhakti of anyone. So Prabhupada was very compassionate that whoever takes to Krishna consciousness, he should be successful. And Srila Prabhupada wanted everyone to succeed in bhakti. So he wrote these strong purports and make strong rules, so that we don't get um, carried away by the um, lust or anger and greed. And so if we look at this chapter, then we can actually very practically relate our life with these qualities, and we can also introspect, like what qualities we have in this demonic. So we discussed a couple of days back that we have both the qualities. So we have to see, like right from this shloka and till the end of the chapter, that do we have that thought process? Do we behave like that? Do we sometimes act in this way? We have to judge for ourselves. So is they don't follow the scriptures. They do whatever they want to do. So they don't have any rules and regulations. So the mind is free, the senses are free, and that is the act of, and then they act in demonic way, creating problems for the society, problems for the opposite sex, for problems for everyone. So they become demonic. So we'll see more shlokas on this nature from after this shloka also. Hare Krishna, thank you very much. Any comments? A little bit late today. Okay, Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hare Krishna, thank you so much.
Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Thank you, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.